We could learn more today about Starbucks' controversial new campaign aimed at tackling race issues in America. Baristas nationwide are being asked to write the words "race together" on customers' cups. Starbucks founder and CEO Howard Schultz says he wants to start a conversation, but the movement is already facing blistering criticism on social media. Natalie Zamuda is deputy managing editor of Advertising Age and joins us at the table. Natalie, let's start with some of the tweets. Been reading stuff like "feel-good liberalism at its worst," and then there's this one: "Not sure what Starbucks was thinking. I don't have time to explain 400 years of oppression to you and still make my train." And one more: "Before they write 'race together' on cups, can Starbucks just spell my name correctly?" So how did a campaign that was meant to start a dialogue and be something positive go so far in the ditch so quickly?
It's such a hot button issue, and it really, I have to believe that Starbucks expected some sort of backlash here, but it seems like it maybe caught them a little bit off guard. Certainly what fueled the fire was that one of the top communications executives at Starbucks deleted his Twitter account amid some of this criticism, and that really just, that gave people just more fuel to go with.
Why was he hammered for that?
He was, because the campaign is all about engaging in a dialogue about race, and here were these consumers in a negative way were trying to engage with him, and they felt like he was blocking them, and then he deleted his account, and so he wasn't engaging with them at all.
But now it's back up, I hear.
It is back up.
It is back up.
Starbucks did release this statement saying, quote, "We knew it wouldn't be easy, but we feel it's worth the discomfort." There's obviously a lot of planning and research that goes into designing a campaign like this, whether there's backlash or not. What were they thinking about, or how does this get planned out?
You have to add to the fact that Howard Schultz has done this kind of thing in terms of his political positions on gun control and other issues.
Yep, so in a couple of years ago, when there was the gridlock in D.C. in late 2012, he asked the baristas in the stores in the D.C. area to write "come together" on the cups. So they did have some experience with doing this, where they were writing on cups. Before this specific initiative, they met with their employees in cities like New York and L.A., Oakland, St. Louis, and asked them what they thought about, what was going on with the race discussions in this country, and that's where this campaign came out of.
So what's the risk for Starbucks?
The risk is that they alienate a bunch of consumers who decide, I don't want to talk about race with Starbucks, I don't want people writing on my cup, that they feel like it's sort of an invasion of their personal space in a sense.
Why is he not getting credit for even broaching the subject that is very difficult for people to talk about?
I think they are getting credit in some circles. Unfortunately for them, those people are just not being very loud at this point.
Natalie Zamuda, thank you very much.